And thanks for watching Kcal News Mornings at 9.
The 10 at 10 with Amy Johnson starts right now.
The search is on for a suspect after a freeway shooting early this morning. What we know about how it all started. Plus, President Biden gears up for his third State of the Union address. More on his key talking points expected tonight. And IVF providers prepare to reopen in Alabama after a controversial reproductive ruling. We've got the latest from state lawmakers.
This is Kcal News Mornings.
Hello and welcome to the 10 at 10. I'm Amy Johnson. Here are some of the other stories that we're tracking for you this Thursday, March 7th. Story number 4, one LA neighborhood is teaming up to fight back. We'll have more on some homeowners' efforts to protect their homes after an increase in crime. Then in story number 5, we're going to meet one female construction worker who's working to build a future for women in the male-dominated industry, and how one faithful dog is working to combat anxiety at the dentist office. Stick around, that's in story number 10. But first, we want to check in with our meteorologist, Amber Lee. She's joining us now with your next weather forecast. Hi, Amber.
Hi there, Amy. All right, so it is just a beautiful morning so far here in Southern California. Take a look. So the system that brought us all the rain, you can see how it's slowly moving off to the east, but there is still some energy. There's still some instability in our atmosphere that we could see some afternoon stray showers. So that's something we cannot rule out at the moment. So we're not quite in the clear just yet of the rain. You can see so far it looks pretty quiet, but we all know by the afternoon, after the sun has kind of cooked the atmosphere a little bit, we start to see some of that activity. But as you get closer to the coast, it looks a little bit better. You can see nothing but blue skies, but it's the inland communities that we are watching. So take a look, Pomona. As we head into the 11 a.m. hour, we're still looking at that sunshine mixed with some of the high clouds. And then by the evening, this is where we start to see things take a turn. This is where the stray showers could start to pop up. So this is something that we're watching really closely. And then you can see once we head into the latter part of the night, we start to see those showers begin to decrease. Temperatures will still stay slightly below average today. We're talking temperatures mainly in the mid 60s for Burbank and Pasadena, 58 for Palmdale, 64 for Santa Ana. But I am tracking warmer weather, Amy. I'll have more details on how warm it's going to get. Back to you.
I love the sounds of that. Thanks so much, Amber. Let's get to some breaking news this morning. Police responding to the report of shots fired near a high school. Assignment manager Mark Liu live at the desk with the details for us. Mark.
Yeah, Amy, it's Chatsworth High School, and the school was briefly placed on lockdown, but that lockdown has now been lifted. LAPD and school police responded. They took one person into custody. It looks like there was a fight and a shooting here, but no one was struck. Now, let me take you out to some pictures from Kcal, who was just overhead a few minutes ago. This, we believe, is the victim here. LAPD and the school say that just after 9 this morning, there was a report of shots being fired and a fight happening right by the school. Now, we now know the school says that the people involved in this fight were not faculty or students. There was no involvement with anyone involved with the school. Instead, it was two people who apparently knew each other and worked together, and a fight broke out. Now, at some point during this fight, one of those people apparently fired a gun. So that's where witnesses heard the sound of gunshots, but no one was struck. Now, what LAPD said, they responded and took one person into custody. And then that person that you see laying down on the ground there, we believe that may be the victim. They had an injury to their head, but it looks like they did not require any sort of medical transport or medical treatment at the scene. They got into a car later and left. You can see Chatsworth High School. There's no one outside. The campus was placed on lockdown, but no students were apparently injured or in any danger. That lockdown has now been lifted, and LAPD continues to investigate what went down here, interviewing everybody involved, but one person in custody and at least one shot fired, but nobody struck in Chatsworth, near Chatsworth High School this afternoon. That is the very latest here from the desk. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Mark, thanks so much.
We prepare you for the entire day. We look at events to see if there are any concerts, games happening, big events just across Southern California, to make sure you're not surprised on your drive, wherever you're going, whatever time of the day.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.